Good evening and welcome to Super Bowl 55 between Kansas City Chiefs and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Doing the live commentary for this is Brad Hicks, who is in the studio as well. He'll read you out the Kansas City Chiefs team, but first we've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. We've got Tom Brady, Blaine Gabbert, Ryan Griffin, Drew Stanton, all as quarterbacks. Running backs, we've got Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones 2, LeSean McCoy, Keyshawn Vaughn as all as running backs. The wide receivers are Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Tyler Johnson, Jaden Mickens, Scotty Miller, and Justin Watson. The tight ends, we've got Anthony Auclair, Cameron Bray, Rob Gronkowski, Tanner Hudson. And then for the offensive linemen, we've got Joe Hogg, Ryan Jensen, Ted Larson, Ali Marpet, Donovan Smith, Aaron Stinney, Josh Wells, Tristan Wirfs. And for the defensive linemen, we've got Khalid Davis, William Golston, Jameer Ledbetter, Steve McClendon, Raheem Nunez Roches, Pat O'Connor, Nidam Kong So, Vita Vey. And then the linebackers, we have Shaquille Barrett, Dion Buchanan, Levant David, Cam Gill, Kevin Minter, Anthony Nelson, Jason Pierre-Paul, and Devin White. And the defensive backs, we've got Andrew Adams, Ross Cockrell, Colton Davis, Jamel Dean, Mike Edwards, Sean Murphy-Bunting, Ryan Smith, Jordan Whitehead, and Anthony Winfield Jr. In the special teams, we've got Bradley Penlon, Ryan Suckup, Zach Turner, and then we do have the reserve list, which it includes Kenjon Barner, Alex Kappa, Jack Keechie, John Franklin Free, OJ Howard, TJ Logan, Brad Seaton, and AQ Shipley. So now Brad will read you out the Kansas City Chiefs team.
And good evening, folks. We have the Kansas City Chiefs. It is Chad Henne and Patrick Mahomes as the quarterbacks. Le'Veon Bell, Clyde Edwards-Hilaire, Anthony Sherman, Darwin Thompson, and Darrell Williams as running backs. Mecole Hardman, Tyreek Hill, Byron Pringle, Marcus Robinson, Sammy Watkins as receivers, Nick Kaiser as Kelce, Richard Seals-Jones, and Dion Yedder as tight ends, Nick Allegretti, Yasir Durant, Daniel Kildor, Artemis Rankin, Austin Reiter, Mike Remmers, Stefan Wisniewski, Andrew Wiley as a lineman, Frank Clark, Mike Danner, Chris Jones, Tano Pasagnon, Derek Nardi, Alex Oakmore, Mike Pennell, Kalen Sanders, Tim Ward, and Torshawn Alston as defensive lineman, Darius Harris, Anthony Hitchens, Ben Neiman, Dorian O'Donnell, and Damian Wilson as linebackers, Bashor Breland, Rashard Ensign, Antonio Hamilton, Vicarious Tees, Chris Islamans, Tyra Matteo, Jerry Sneed, Daniel Sorensen, Juan Thornhill, Harris Ward, and Armani Watts as defensive backs, and of course, special teams. Harrison Burker as kicker, Tommy Townsend as punter, and James Winchester as your long snapper. That is it.
Yeah, so Brad will take over the commentary as soon as kickoff starts. And hopefully he'll enjoy it. And we will be bringing you the timeouts as well. We'll also bring you the weekend, who are the halftime hosts. Obviously, we won't be able to show you the screen, but we'll bring you what they do. And I'll see you. Yeah, because it's all illegal. So I'll hand over to Brad, and I'll see you at halftime.
So good evening, folks. Once again, we are here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. It's a very important game. The Chiefs, prior to last year, were not hadn't been at the Super Bowl since 1969. That was when they beat the Vikings in a very controversial Super Bowl in New Orleans. It was what was then the Tulane Stadium before they moved into the Superdome. We're just about ready. Should be getting a coin toss soon. Apologies if I have track my voice. I am very under pressure tonight. So there you go. Just waiting for the pre-show to end. The anthem done by country singer Eric Church and a very good singer Jasmine Sullivan. And as Rice said, the halftime show will be done by The Weeknd. Of course, the Bucs haven't been here since 2002, when they beat the Raiders in what was then known as San Diego Chargers Stadium. The last time these two met was back in November, when the Chiefs just about edged the game 27-24. And of course, it is a battle of the quarterbacks between Patrick Mahomes, the future GOAT, and Tom Brady, the current GOAT. I believe they're just about to do the coin toss. There's Tremaine Davis. Susie Dorner there. Guests of Roger Goodell, the commissioner. And there are a couple of fans, I believe. Very lucky to be in here. Tonight there are only 25,000 actually allowed in due to COVID measures, COVID restrictions. The rest are just plastic fans, as you can see, of course. One is the footballer Antoine Griezmann. Somehow somebody's planted him in there. So the toss has just taken place. I believe it will go the Chiefs' way. as Travis Kelce, the tight end. Toss has gone. Wants to go left. So here we go then. Just about to kick off in what I believe is the 55th Super Bowl. Of course, the last time that the Super Bowl was held in Florida was last year at Hard Rock when the Chiefs beat the Niners. We hark back to the Super Bowl of 2010 when the Saints beat the Colts. That's one that I can remember. That was the last time the Super Bowl was held on the 7th of February. Just showing you the, well, if you're watching on Sky, they're just showing you beautiful pictures of Tampa and previous highlights. Various Super Bowls, of course. Was the Bills actually in the early 90s losing a load. Showing you highlights of the Bucs. Of course, this is the first time that the actual team, the actual home team, have hosted their own Super Bowl. I suppose there's always a first for everything. Game being hosted on CBS in America. I believe it will be 20-7 over in the east of America. It'll be 20 to midnight here in Blighty. As we wait for the kickoff to happen. Coin toss is done. Just talking to Kirk Cousins, the Vikings quarterback, as we wait for kickoff. If you wonder who I support, I am a Patriot. That's probably where the love for Tom Brady comes from me. And we are all set here as we are ready to kick off. As Burker kicks. We caught, and they'll take it down. As we get to the 1st and 10, the ball on the 1st and 10 here as the Bucs will get it. So that'll be Tom Brady and his offense come out on the field for the first time here in their own stadium. They win it. We are on the clock here as he chucks the ball. Go out of bounds there. That's second down here. Regular season rankings there. Mike Evans and Rob Gronkowski, two star players. 2nd and 8 ball here. And it'll go down at just near the 20 line. The Chiefs defense, one of the best things about the the Chiefs defense is that they don't let many points go. That's why they won the Super Bowl last season. Third down, ball goes out of bounds, and we will go for a punt, I believe. 4th and 6. Got the accuracy there. That wasn't going to go anywhere as he tried to throw. Tried to throw to Chris Godwin. Fourth and 6. It'll go for a punt, and the Chiefs will get the ball for the first time. Goes long. And it'll land safely as a fair catch. 1st and 10, then Patrick Mahomes will come out here. Running number 15. His second Super Bowls are the youngest quarterback of all time in a Super Bowl. Looking for his second Super Bowl ring. In the huddle here. Obviously wants to win it as much as the next person. Ball in Kansas City 33 here, 1st and 10. Shoots it and taken down for 2nd down there. The Chiefs defense, Mike Remmers. The Chiefs offense, Mike Remmers, the tackle there, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the rookie. AFC have won 15 of the last 23 Super Bowls. Well, he was sacked, and he is. Patrick Mahomes sacked. That ain't good, so that'll be 3rd and 7. Sacked for loss of 3. A percentage on the 3rd down conversion rate of 49. A snap, and he'll run himself. And he'll run himself out of bounds for a 1st and 10. Chiefs obviously offense is first in the rankings, and their passing is first in the rankings. That's why they're here. Bucks are second in the passing. They've got star man and Tom Brady. That's why they're here. 1st and 10. Snaps. He'll go on his own. And we're running out for a 2nd. Probably would have passed it there, but no, he's obviously got that advice from Andy Reid, one of the best coaches in the league. He looked for Tyreek Hill, but he obviously didn't think it was worth it. Snaps here, goes long. And it's incomplete. So he's 3rd and 8. Your season rankings there. Aaron Damatron Sue, Cameroonian Ball, Jason Pierre-Paul, three of the best out there, in my opinion. Third and 8 will throw. And incomplete, so it'll be 4th and 8. And it will be a punt from the Chiefs. I'll say well done there to the Bucs for getting in the way of that. Punt long and we'll go. Obviously, signal for a fair catch. That'll be 1st and 10 back to the Bucs. Of course, the Chiefs ended up with a 14-2 record. The Bucs ended up with an 11-5 record. That's why they're here. If you're in the chat, give some predictions. Who do you think's going to win this one? Some good play by both teams. Sun just setting on a beautiful day in Tampa. Quite frankly, I wish I could be there, but I wasn't the lucky. Wasn't one of the lucky 25,000 to get a ticket. Nor do I have a passport. So there you go. There's the wish. I will be out there one day, though. Whether it's in Houston, whether it's in Tampa, or whether it's in Boston, I will be there. Remember the Super Bowl halftime show coming to you at halftime the weekend. Apparently he paid $3,000 to get his show on the road. That's what I hear from various sources that tell me. It's an expensive halftime show, but then again, it's me. Halftime shows are usually expensive. I mean, look at Canadian football as we head back to action 1st and 10. Ball goes down. Obviously taken by Ronald Jones II. Needed 2 men to take him down. Surprised he didn't need 3. Did well when they met in the regular season. First and 10, taken down nicely. The Tony Romo report. Tony Romo, one of the better quarterbacks of the early noughties, was a Cowboy, Dallas Cowboy. Harsh thing was he never won a Super Bowl. Go again. In 10. That'll be third down. And a break there. Obviously looking for a run. And didn't get it. Third and 8. Look for it, but no, it goes down and we'll go to fourth down. And we'll have another punt, says the... Ooh, a bit feisty there. Don't need any of that. I can see they're looking for the target men, but couldn't reach as the defense did their job. Bradley Pinion will punt it away here for the Bucs. Long punt away. Lands nicely, and it'll be a scramble, but he gets it anyway. Kind of lucky he didn't fumble it there. Holmes will come back on the field. After this. As it is just going towards midnight in the UK. Showing you some of the highlights there. Looks lucky the Chiefs, lucky did not concede with the amount of runs they let the Bucs have there. That's the key thing when you're you're defensive, man. You've got to be on song. Let us know in the chat what your predictions are. Do you think it will be a second consecutive Super Bowl for the Chiefs, or will it be the Bucs year? Personally, I think it'll be a close one. as we're just waiting at 1st and 10. There you can see the Bucs have one more offensive play than the Chiefs. It's the key thing you have to do when you're a coordinator. Is Tyreek Hill will run out of bounds, and that will go to 2nd down. Down on the 40. See there, I agree with the Romo report. If you're watching Sky, you've got to protect Mahomes at every point, because you can be guilty of making errors. That'll be 2nd and 5. And Clyde Edward Hilaire there is. Let's see if that's 1st and 10. Nice guard in there from the Chiefs guards. Snaps the ball, will run again. Out of bounds, and that will be a sure that's a 3rd down or a 1st down. Good running though. It'll be 1st and 10. Snaps. Take outs. And it'll go 2nd. Remember, of course, we've got the halftime show. It's the weekend. There's some controversial halftime shows over the years. Snaps on there. Goes long and misses his target. I think he knew what he was doing, but it was just too far. There's a flag on the play. A penalty from referee Cheffers. St. Pierre Paul called. Yeah, I think he was trying to rough the. He might have been called for roughing there. It'll be 1st and 10. Those long shoots, and that'll be incomplete. That was poor. That's the thing when you're a good defenseman, and you know what's what the quarterback's doing. Have to play mind games sometimes. 2nd and 10. Snaps ball, they'll give it off. Take it down. They'll go 3rd down. Could have been a nasty injury there if he'd landed on his head. 3rd and 11. Holmes will look to shoot. He gets it there. Incomplete. He was looking for Kelsey there. But unfortunately the Bucs defense obviously knew what he was going to do. He was looking for Tyreek Hill, sorry. So it'll be a field goal attempt. Harrison Butker on the field for a 49-yarder. Go. It's good. And we had the first points on the board here in Tampa, and it's not good news for the Bucs. It is 3-0. So there you go. First points on the board go to the opposing team, the Chiefs, who've been that darn good over the last 2 years, if I say so myself. But will it end that way? If you're in the chat, get your predictions in. I'll go now to a kickoff. Again, it'll be Tampa's kickoff. It'll be taken by Ryan Sukop. As we just passed midnight. So happy Monday morning to you all. That's the thing with time zones. They're a pain in the backside, but there you go. If you are watching in America, hello. You're enjoying this alternative commentary to the regular stations that you get over there. Quite frankly, mine is better, in my opinion. Or you can think that, but you chose to tune in. And if you have, thank you very much. This is my commentary debut. Nervous is an understatement, but I am glad I can commentate on a sport I love. So here we go. The Chiefs will kick off again. First and 10, I believe, to the Buccaneers. Showing the highlights of the championship winner for the Bucs over the Packers. And as we go to 1st and 10, as he runs, and he'll land just short of the 30 there. Obviously, the first two possessions have gone for a punt for the Bucs. I'm impressed their coach there. Goes 2nd and 7. And they'll go 3rd down. Bruce Arians, 68 years old and 127 days. Wow. Comparing him to Marv Levy, one of the best coaches out there. Third and 1. He'll run through, but 1st and 10. Leonard Fournette. You would have thought by now that they would have scored. With one of the best offenses out there, but no. First and 10. Shoots, but they'll go incomplete. There's a flag on the play. Mike Evans there. Referee Sheffers calling for holding. On Bashor Breland. So I believe that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Yeah, you can deliberately see he was holding there. That'll be 1st and 10. Shoots, and we'll get another 1st and 10. Good yardage there. Certainly help his stats at the end of the game. And his overall season stats. That's what you need when you're a good running back or receiver. You need those types of stats. Brady will shoots. And we'll get somewhere. You're in the 1st and 10. Two passes on this drive for 1st downs. He'll run. Taken out for another 1st and 10. Now they're picking up. Now they're doing well. Could they win it on their home ground? Get your predictions in if you are in the chat. It's another 1st and 10 near the Chiefs line. Just short. So we'll go to second. Second and 5. Obviously, it's going to be hard for the Bucs to break down this Chiefs defense. They'll go touchdown. Touchdown Bucs. Mike Evans. Rob Gronkowski, sorry. And there you go. First touchdown. It's taken almost all the first quarter. Rob Gronkowski gets it. That'll Patriots link up again. So the point after will be here. Ryan Sukop will get the chance to put another point on the board, and he does. So there you go. It is Buccaneers 7, Chiefs 3 near the end of the first quarter. Just 37 seconds left. A lot of people weren't expecting that, but then again, with 37 seconds left, you think that the Chiefs will be domineering by now. No, it's not an easy game, football. It's not an easy game. The Bucs have only ever won one other Super Bowl, and that was back in 2002 in San Diego. They beat the Raiders 48-26. So for them, it would be a very good evening. Chiefs only won it last year, so they would know how to celebrate. And ironically, it was in the same state when they beat the 49ers. There you see, you're watching on CBS, it's Tom Brady gracing the screens. 78 pass attempts. There you see punt, touchdown. That's one thing their offensive coordinator will be happy about. Obviously, they will have practiced that over the week at their practice facility. It's a more important thing in football. You need to practice. It's gone 10 past midnight here in the land of Blighty. As we'll get ready for kickoff. A little fist bump between Gronk and Brady. Obviously, that link up working well again. It's so well in New England. Blaine Gabbert, the backup, or back if needed. Go along there as the Bucs kick off. As it'll be returned. Out of bounds there, and we will go for a 1st and 10. The special teams analyst is Jay Feely, one of the good kickers of the early noughties. 1st and 10 ball on the Chiefs 37. Mahomes will throw, but that's will be batted away straight away by Jason Pierre-Paul. Nicely done. That's the good thing when you're a good D. They know how to do things. As we go 2nd and 10. Just shy of 40. Mahomes throws, but it won't get anywhere. It'll be batted away. Batted away by Levante David, inside linebacker. A bit of a glazed look in the eyes of Brady there. He obviously thought he could score earlier. I think it is the end of the 1st quarter. It is 7-3 to the Bucs. As if you're watching on Sky, they're bringing the guests. Here around the NFL podcast, guys. If I may say so, just a rest in peace to Chris Wesley, who unfortunately passed away yesterday due to cancer. Godspeed to you, sir, and his wife and son. Son's only about 3 years old. Horrible thing to go through. And once again, rest in peace. Yeah, you can see Clyde Edwards-Hilaire got 3 carries for 10 yards. You should think he could do better, but well, we'll see. It was Gronk who got the touchdown. The fun fact that he retired last year, but came back for an unknown reason. Actually, he came back. I thought he would have gone back to the Patriots, but no, he went to join his best buddy in Tampa Bay. As we wait for the 2nd quarter to start. Getting towards 20 past midnight here in England. And we are just about to start 2nd quarter. Wonderful. Raymond James Stadium. This game was supposed to be played in Inglewood, California, but due to COVID, they thought it's better off to be in Tampa. There's the kick. They'll go 4th and 4. Already breaking their postseason punt record. They'll go out for a 1st and 10. Obviously, before the games, the Hall of Fame inductees, Peyton Manning there. Very important people, VIPs of Roger Goodell, the lead commissioner. 1st and 10 on the Bucs 30. As Brady will throw, but drops, and it will go 2nd and 10. So that was incomplete. There you can see the many plastic fans that were obviously done by a company. Amongst thousands of real fans. That's the odd thing about this. These times, Brady will throw incomplete, and that will go 3rd. That's the sad thing about this season. It's been what I would call a rather botched season. It's been a good season for some, a bad season for others. Take, for example, my boys, the Patriots. We've had no crowds and have failed to qualify. There's a flag and unnecessary roughness on Chris Jones, the Chiefs defensive tackle. He was going to punch someone there. So that'll be a penalty. That's 2 penalties that the Chiefs have conceded. It'll be 1st and 10. It's the thing. It's the thing when you get a penalty on defense, you're letting your team down. Brady gives it off. Mad scramble and mad dash there. As we go for 2nd. 2nd and 3, that is. He was trying to snap and he knew what he was doing there. Ronald Jones to 2nd. He'd pile on. As Jones will run. He'll go down. It'll be another 1st and 10. Obviously, Buccaneers had a game plan this evening. These teams are both 1st and 2nd in the league for passing. As Brady throws. Mike Evans just outside. It could have been a touchdown, but no. just short. First and goal. Apologies if my voice is breaking up. It's a very, very nervous thing to do on my debut. Mike Evans, he'll be committed. He's probably the best, the best receiver out there, if you ask me. There you can see the offensive coordinator has got the plan out. I believe the Bucs offensive coordinator is former Jaguar quarterback Byron Leftwich. Played in the early noughties. Went around a bit. As I discuss what the plan is. Bucs have had a couple of more offensive plays. You see there, Patrick Mahomes. He's obviously nervous. And he doesn't want to lose this game. Brady gives off. And they go second to goal. That's the thing when you lose a Super Bowl, you'll feel it for weeks. And tell that to the early 90s teams of the Buffalo Bills. They lost 3 out of 4 Super Bowls in the early 90s. Horrific. Brady gives it off, but no, it'll run. Further goal. Incomplete there. The umpire there gives a single. Tried to throw, but it was a bit too far off to his man as he gets off. No, 4th and goal for a field goal. So there'll be 3 more points on the board if they can get it. There you can see the intense look in their eyes. 4th and goal. Try to run. Is it in? No, it goes to 1st and 10 to the Chiefs. So Patrick Mahomes will come out and get to go again. If they score on this one, they lead to the Chiefs. Obviously, they've got a long way to go from their own line. That's like going up to Mount Everest and I climbed all the way up when you have. It's a hard job. just getting towards half midnight here in Blighty. If you are watching, good morning. Glad I'm keeping you company here in the early morning. Remember, if you're on the chat, get your predictions in. Going to Twitter, my Twitter, people aren't liking the singing of the national anthem. It's unfortunate for a country singer, because usually they do very well. But then again, you got to plan. It does take a lot of planning for a Super Bowl to go on. I'm sure that Inglewood, the suburb of Inglewood near LA, will be looking at this and thinking, we got to do well and plan this and plan next year's Super Bowl right. But yeah, anthem singers, yeah, our time goes, a lot goes into it. It's a 9-to-5 job, really. Seeing the rules analyst on their Gene's territory. As we come back. First and 10. As the Chiefs' offense comes out. Mahomes will throw. Goes to Tyreek Hill. Taken down in the middle of the 10 and 20. Another first and 10. Holmes. Oh no, Sean, it's a second and 10. Also got the first female official in the Super Bowl this year. Well done to her. I think it's great that we've got a bit of diversity. Mahomes will go. That'll go third down. Not doing very well tonight is Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, the officials have to have their masks on, as do all the players who aren't playing in these COVID times. Luckily, we haven't had many problems in the league this year. We have had postponements, but they have been sorted very well. As it goes long. No, they go 4th and 8th, so that'll be another punt. No, they do a night for the Chiefs so far. You'd think for a good team like this that they would be better. Tried to land it to Travis Kelce, but good work by the defense. Punts. Returned. Oof. Shot block there done by Prindle. Oh, shot block done by Byron Prindle. There's a flag on the play. I think he'll call for. A high move there. Just consulting with the officials. Needs to go to a video screen at will. You can challenge at least 2 plays. It's holding. Holding against Ben Neiman of the Chiefs, the linebacker. Oh yeah, you can see why he threw him down. There again, that'll cost him. Chiefs have been very, very costly with the penalties tonight. One thing Andy Reid probably should have worked on over the week. Don't concede penalties when you don't need to. So makes it look like a fool. And that will go out for a 1st and 10. 1st and 10 Bucks. Tom Brady will come back on the field. Now you can see Martinez ranking the Chiefs. As the coverage goes for a break. As I say, the last time before last season, last time that the Chiefs have won a Super Bowl was 1969, when Hank Stram was their coach. When they beat the Vikings in New Orleans, and things were very different back then. What people wouldn't give for that these days. As I say, the Bucs last won Super Bowl in 2002 when they beat the Raiders, when they had the likes of Brad Johnson, Big Warren Sapp as their defensive man. They wouldn't give to win tonight. Remember, like and subscribe if you do like this. You like this kind of coverage? We are here. This is a first for us. We are doing our first ever American football commentary. But we usually do the English type of football commentary. All the big games done very impressively, may I add. Just wait for the drawers to come back. And it is back. As we go to 9 minutes, 3 seconds left. And then the halftime show will come the weekend doing that this year. First and 10, it'll go and go second. Obviously loving to do the play action as Tony Romo is showing you there if you're watching on CBS or Sky. It's got to be important. That's why they're the second best passers in the league. Second and 13. Ball goes long. It'll be third down. Score is 7-3 Bucks. Currently taking the Vince Lombardi Trophy back to Tampa. Or keeping it in Tampa. There you see, as I mentioned, Byron Leftwich, the offensive coordinator, played for the Jags back in the early noughties. Was unlucky. As Brady, no. He's intercepted it, but the flag will go up. And Tyrann Mathieu is asking, what was that for? Holding. Javarius Ward was holding there, so it will be just a clarification on that decision. Not too sure whether the Chiefs will get first and 10 or whether the Bucks will get something. There you can see he was trying to wrestle with him. But it'll be first and 10 to the Bucks. The Chiefs thought they had it, but there you go. Reminds me of a famous Dennis Green line, God rest him. It'll be second and 9. As the clock ticks away. Defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo. One of the better coaches in the league. He will throw. Taken down. And it'll be third. We'll see if it with Brady's record in the Super Bowl, in the game of the Immortals, that Tampa will be keeping the trophy in Tampa, but who knows? Third and 5. Brady, throw. 4th and 5, and that will be a punt. I believe the punter, Bradley Pinion, will be taking the punt. That's field goal, sorry. Ryan Sukop will come on. 40 yards. Looking for here. Hurry up because the clock is about to wind down. Takes it and well, there's a flag on the play here. You would have thought scored there, but referee Sheffers has noticed something, so it'll be a flag. It's another penalty that the Chiefs have given away. Offside on Antonio Hamilton. So that'll be another chance for the Bucs to take the field goal. Yes, he was deliberately going in there. You can't do that when you're. Well, you can't do that. You're obstructing the play. Shot of Michael Harmon. It'll be 1st and 10. Touchdown, Bucs. And there you go. Another touchdown for that man again, but hold on. There's another flag. Penalty declined, and anyway, they will give the touchdown, and it's that man again, Gronk, who gets another touchdown. 2 touchdowns there. Is anyone for MVP? It's got to be him. What a Super Bowl he's having. That partnership working again. It'll be a point after, so Sukop will come out and take what he thought was going to be a field goal. He's now going to be a point after. Takes, and it is good. So, Bucs lead 14-3 now. Here we go, another score. With 6 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the second quarter. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 14, Kansas City Chiefs 3. What a way to go there. If you're in the chats, let me know who you think is the MVP so far. As we wait for kickoff again. Wondering about stadiums. The Superdome has hosted the most, with 7 Super Bowls hosted. Last year's host, the Hard Rock, hosted 6. The Orange Bowl, which was the Dolphin Stadium, has hosted 5. The Rose Bowl, Pasadena, has hosted 5. The old Tulane Stadium and Qualcomm Stadium hosted 3. So has tonight's host, as they call it, the Ray J. Last hosted the Super Bowl in the 2008 season, where the Steelers of Pittsburgh, well, they beat the Cardinals in a close game, 27-23. The Super Bowl was back in 1966, the year that England won the World Cup, as we kick, when Green Bay Packers defeated the Chiefs. It wasn't actually called the Super Bowl then, it was called the AFL NFL Championship game. As you can see, there's a Verizon Super Stadium app. Other apps are available. As 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Mahomes will come out again. As he throws to Kelsey. And it'll go down just short of the 40. Or the clubbing tackle by the Tampa Bay man. It'll be 1st and 10. Shoots. Goes down. And it'll be 2nd down. For Tamiko Harmon. 2nd and 6. 5 out of 14 accurate as Patrick Mahomes. Average night, you say. 2nd and 6 as he throws. Takes 2 men to take him down. There. Does Travis Kelsey. And it'll be 1st and 10. It's a hard job when you know you got a man to take down, but he's a bit more heavier than you think. Three recorded passes there. Travis Kelsey, one of the best at tight ends in the league. Obviously learned off the great Tony Gonzalez. Mahomes will throw. Lands it, but went out of line. Out of bounds. 1st and 10. Some of you probably say that he wants to win the Super Bowl on his own. The amount of running he's done for himself tonight. 6 out of 15. Those has been rather an average night for him. Taking down there, and they'll be 2nd. 2nd and 3. 46 yards on the drive. At number 3, he will throw to Chelsea. Taken down. And it'll be in the 1st and 10. About 2 minutes to go here. Which will bring up the halftime show. Which is the weekend. The score is 14-3 Bucks. As a 2-minute warning comes up here at the end of the first half. And from this point, you can call a timeout, which I think both teams will be doing when it hits the 4th quarter. Because that's when it gets important. And as mentioned before, there are only 25,000 in the stadium due to COVID personnel. There are at least 7,000 lucky people, ICU workers, US who have got tickets. That's off to them. Boy, oh boy, how I would love to be out there myself. As we just wait for the drivers to come back. And we're back. And it is 1st and 10, just 2 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. Holmes will throw. Goes out for 2nd. He passed to Tyreek Hill. It's very different to the game they had here when They met in week 12. Goes week 3rd. Remember, as I mentioned, this was supposed to be in Inglewood, California, but construction delays made the NFL choose the Ray J as the stadium to host. Fourth and 6, so we'll go for a field goal attempt here by the Chiefs. So 3 more points on the board. Harrison Butcher will come out. 34-yarder here. And it is good. So it's now 14-6 to the Bucs. You wonder what is going through the mind of Patrick Mahomes right now. As his team are losing. It's just on 1 here in Blighty. You've chosen me as your commentary. I am very grateful. This is alternative commentary, but we do English football commentaries, which is our main outlet of choice. Tonight we thought we'd do a special commentary for you. There you can see the drive chart. They've not had much luck, have the Chiefs, with their drives. It's only with 3 punts and 2 field goals. You can call that weight, you can call that whatever. Remember, if you are in the chats, who do you think is the MVP so far? I would give it to Rob Gronkowski. Just wait for the coverage to come back. And Butcher will kick again. It's minutes ago in the first half. They get out with top block there. That'll be 1st and 10 Bucks. You don't know the it'll be kick off again once the third quarter has started. First and 10 for the Bucks. Gives off and bit of a argument going on there. As we know, 2nd and 10. There you can see the league commissioner, Roger Goodell, with special guests in his box at the Ray J. All the higher ups who probably got in for free. Very lucky they are. We knew to be there. Call a timeout here, so with 49 seconds and 2nd and 10 for the Bucks. As Brady slings and they'll be taken down. We go to 3rd. Excuse me. Distance there to the field goal target, 27 yards. 3rd and 10 for the Bucks. Say 3rd and 2. Brady goes down to be 1st and 10 to the Bucks. The Bucks having a dominant night here. Just nearing 25 seconds to go. Brady fires. And then a 1st and 10. That's how to work it in these types of games. But there's a flag on the play. Wonder what referee Sheffers. That's interference. Like a dive in football. The English version of football. So it'll be 1st and 10 anyway. 18 seconds to go. Brady fires it out. And we'll go for the hurry up. 10 seconds to go. It's 1st and goal. As mentioned, they have to kick off again. Even when it's half time. Chiefs takes time out. Just Byron Leftwich a chance to stall Brady on the game plan. There you can see 6 penalties the Chiefs it's not been a good night with Chiefs and the penalties so far. One thing you have to learn, don't give away too many penalties. As he takes to go first and goal. We did the halftime show of the weekend. We'll come up. Reportedly cost $3,000 to do. There's something wrong. Ready now, going back to his position. Is he Tristan worse? Brady slings. No good. Incomplete. There's a flag. Yet again. The pass interference call on Tyrann Mathieu. The ball went dead. It went to the board. Obviously, he's going to get frustrated if you keep calling for a penalty when he obviously thinks that he's done nothing wrong. First and goal with 10 seconds to go. It's out. And it is a touchdown. Buccaneers did another one. Antonio Brown, the man, and they got in so much trouble over the years. Well, he deserves that. He's had so many teams and has finally, seemingly found his home, and he's got a touchdown. In the Super Bowl, in the game of all games, the game of the immortals. Well done, son. So the point after will come here. With 6 seconds to go. Ryan Sucop will take it. As Brady goes to sit down. The flag for, and again Mathieu called for a penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct. Not been a very good night for Mr. Mathieu. Still have the point after, though. So got to take. And it is good. So it is now 21-6. Who would have thought it? A discussion going on there. Oh, now is that call for unsportsmanlike conduct? Wagging his finger like that, you don't do that. And it is. He's got to watch himself, or Mr. Mathieu will be ejected. I understand, but he's getting angry with mask on. But that situation will probably go on. And he puts his mask on there. In these COVID times that we live in. As the Bucks will kick off again, Ryan's suit up. And then we will go to halftime. Kicks. He'll go out of bounds there. He kicked so far. So far, the heavens saw it. There you see a deficit of 9 points. The Chiefs are very good at overturning deficits. There we go, and it is half time. And there you go. There you go, Tyron Mathieu very angry himself. The Chiefs will receive the second half kickoff. It is half time, Bucks 21, Chiefs 6.
Yeah, thank you very much for that brilliant first half commentary there, Brad. That was a really good first half for the Buccaneers, wasn't it?
Very entertaining.
But Gosner is going for it. He wants this for the Buccaneers, especially when they're playing in their home stadium.
He wants
to as the away team as well. But very good field goals as well from Kansas City Chiefs. But I think the Bucs have definitely got it here. What do you think, Brad?
Well, as was mentioned on the coverage, the Chiefs know how to overturn a deficit of 9 points, so who knows?
Well, they've got to overturn a deficit of 15 points now. So, obviously, if this is a tie, if this is a tie after the full,
if it's a tie, we go to overtime.
Yeah, we go to overtime. Yep.
It would be
hopefully not, but the weekend.
Yeah.
The weekend will be bringing the best.
The weekend will be bringing
the best of the weekend. Hopefully,
as I mentioned, it has been reported that it costs $3,000 to actually do the show, do the setup.
Well, I can understand why. I mean, they're a Canadian singer, so, and he is the
supposedly one of the better singers out there.
I mean, he's called Abel Makonnen Tesfaye, and he celebrates his 31st birthday next Tuesday. But
it's a now treat over. For him there.
Yeah. And we will be bringing you some live coverage of some of the English Premier League next weekend. We are not set on what games yet, but we've been talking, and there's a few
Yes,
games
as
that
I
definitely,
mentioned.
yeah, and
Constantly
I
mentioned, we
really do.
do well highlight the English type of football. That's our main outlet.
Um, and we also don't just do the Premier League. We do the Championship. We are
Championship as
trying
well.
to.
Football
We
league.
have done,
Football league is important to us as well.
and we have also done commentaries on in the past of the Champions League and the Europa League. So with that starting back
Yes,
up within the next couple of weeks, look out for
we
that
did
as
the
well.
Europa League final. I remember that one very clearly.
Yep,
Inter Milan versus Sevilla last season.
yep, where
Sevilla won.
Sevilla was dominant and beat Inter. But this NFL event
Okay.
is the first that we've done, and I am very proud of my best friend Brad for saying that he would commentate on this. I mean, he
You
doesn't
didn't
show
need
his
to ask,
face.
I would have done it in a heartbeat. Lights have just gone down in the stadium, which means they are getting ready for the show.
Yep,
Meanwhile, I just get some refreshments.
yep. So we'll take Brad out for that, so he doesn't make too much noise, and hopefully you're all enjoying this. Um, I know I am, and I'm really glad that the Buccaneers are leading this. It it's something that I'd like to go to in the future. Go to an NFL game. I've always been a fan of Miami Dolphins. Unfortunately, they missed out on getting to the playoffs this season, but hopefully they can get into it next season. And a Plymouth Parkway player, Mikey Williams, who is a very versatile player in Plymouth Parkway's football team, also supports Miami Dolphins. So we all were hoping that the Dolphins would get into the playoffs, so that we could actually do something special for the playoff games. But unfortunately, they missed out. Anyone that's in the comments as well, do you think that Kansas City Chiefs can overturn this 15-point deficit? I'd hope they don't, because I'd like to see the Buccaneers win it, especially on home soil. I've never thought anything about it. Tom Brady has played really well at quarterback for the Buccaneers tonight. This is just something that's amazing. Before the game, I would have probably put the money on the Chiefs to retain the Super Bowl. But with the Buccaneers coming out like this and going into this 21-6 at halftime, can't look any further than the Buccaneers winning this. Especially when this is the 55th one. So it's all started back in 1966. Obviously, Brad mentioned that was the year that England won the Football World Cup. So that was then. And I really hope for a better game and a better second half, because I think the Buccaneers are definitely go for this. And the stage is set for the Pepsi Max halftime guest, which is the weekend. He's also the he is from Toronto in Canada. This is live from the Raymond James Stadium as well. So we would like to welcome back Brad, who's just got some halftime snacks.
Yep, needed that.
Yeah. Our weekend
Was needing
the split in the stage, and he's coming out onto the stage now.
With hard-time shows, you always have to be classy doing these things.
Obviously, we can't play the song, but we'll.
Yeah, because we'd be doing copyright.
Yeah, and I don't want that. But he is dressed all in red, singing one of his famous tunes, which he is a good singer. Can't fault him. And I'm sure Brad would say this is probably one of his best tunes as well.
I don't listen to them actually, so I can't tell you.
You haven't.
Daniel Sturridge has tweeted
The
football,
former
Liverpool man. He says it's the Chiefs don't look like the team we know and love, arguing with each other and all types of things. Obviously, the Bucks came to play today, which is very right. You can see at the end of the half, fired up, were angry.
Yeah.
But they have overturned deficits before, so
yeah.
keep your eye on that.
Hopefully, they don't overturn this one, because this will be probably one of the greatest comebacks in Super Bowl history.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone is watching this live on Sky One, Sky Sports Main Event, or Sky Sports NFL or BBC in the UK, you'll see him singing massively.
Even in the US, on CBS.
Yeah. He is such a talented.
Folks in the US.
What do you make of the singing the songs that he's singing? Because I think he is some brilliant talent. Um, do, do. Anyone that is actually um, on Twitter, you can watch this on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and also Twitch. But this is some amazing singing from the weekend. Um, the setup for this, I mean, $3,000. I don't know if this is $3,000 American dollars or $3,000 British pounds, but whatever it is,
Three
it's a very
grand
good.
US dollars.
So yeah,
God,
great,
nice.
great stage and all that.
It'll take a
And
lot of
great,
work.
especially to get it all set up for the half time. So happy pre-birthday to you the weekend. And the reason we're not talking as much during this halftime is because we're interested in listening to the music that's being played. Yeah, good morning to you, Nicole Lake. This is just amazing. Hopefully, I can get to go to an NFL game in the future.
Well, it's good if you do go.
I mean, I've always loved watching the NFL Super Bowl. I've always been a fan of the NFL. And I always will be a fan of the NFL till it dies out, which hopefully is not soon, because I'd miss out.
May I add, as you are of a sensitive disposition and have
I was actually taking pictures of the screen and the TV because I'm watching the NFL Super Bowl and I've tweeted it out to Nicole, so hopefully I could get a few retweets from the weekend, maybe, or the NFL might retweet it. Who knows? Pardon,
I
Brad?
would suggest you turn off. I was just saying, if you do have epilepsy, I suggest you turn off because it won't help. The amount of lights. I do come with a warning.
And the masks that they're wearing on the pitch as well. Brilliant. Especially when we're going through this global pandemic, COVID-19. And over here in the UK, we are in our third lockdown. I mean, for Leicester, for Leicester and all that, it could be about the 7th or 8th lockdown that they've had.
Yes, well, the government doesn't seem to like us. But oh well.
The fireworks are amazing.
That's their choice.
Beautiful.
I did mention there are at least 7,000 frontline healthcare workers in the crowd tonight.
Yeah.
Very lucky. In the crowd of 25,000 due to COVID restrictions.
This is
normally it would be at least 65 or 7 restrictions has to be reduced.
I think they said that this one would actually be a 65,000 game because obviously Tampa Bay Buccaneers are at home. But I mean, this was supposed to be played a couple of weeks ago, actually, if I remember correctly. But due to
it was supposed to be an indoors, but due to construction delays, they moved it to the Ray J.
Yeah.
It's a SoFi Stadium a bit ready. And it would have been there.
Yeah. This is just, I love it. And let's hope that either the New England Patriots or Miami Dolphins get into the playoffs next season.
There's hope, but we lost our best quarterback to the team that's leading here tonight.
Yeah.
And with the Dolphins, well, they're just a poor team.
Wow. They had their chances to get in the playoffs.
Mm. And they increased
Oh,
to,
and just because of what Brad's just sent me, Craig Burley, who is the NFL, he's a golfer, and he's just.
football, actually.
Hmm?
He's a former Scotland midfielder, played for Derby as well, played for Chelsea.
It's Craig Burley, not George Burley. I think this Craig Burley is just a golfer. Let's just check. It's saying he's a golfer on the Twitter that DM that tweet, but who knows? It doesn't say he's anything here. I'm trying to see if it is the former footballer. Because, well, I think it could be actually. And Craig Burley has tweeted out saying, "Is Mike Dean involved in Super Bowl video replays?" For anyone that didn't know this, Mike Dean has
Caused a lot of controversy over the past weekend.
past couple weeks.
The
And people have been tweeting saying he'll be busy ruling on all these handballs.
Well, in the NFL, you do get a lot of awkward decisions that need to be sorted by video.
Yeah.
You can challenge at least two of them, although it can cost you a timeout if you don't get it.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, people that I follow not liking the halftime show.
They were liking it.
It was.
They weren't.
No.
Oh, I wonder why. Because I actually pretty liked it. Unless they think it's because of all this COVID restrictions that they shouldn't be doing it.
Well, who knows?
Let's hope this is a second half to remember.
Mm.
Well, I'm seeing a lot. There is a lot of people that are actually saying that they didn't like it. Oh, it was
Well,
more
let's
on
put it
the
this:
order. They're saying David Myler's just
it would be
played.
as good as Janet Jackson's nip slip.
Well, David Myler, former footballer, was saying the audio was awful and that he was gutted because he loves the weekend. But we're back underway, so I'll hand you back to Brad, and I'll be back at full time.
Okay, so we are back into the second half. Underway, it'll be 1st and 10 to the Chiefs. As we see the reporter Evan Washburn there having a chat. Obviously, masks on for the coaches and everyone else involved who isn't on the field. 1st and 10 on the Chiefs 19. Got it straight there, and it will go. Tries for a touchdown, but is out of bounds. It's probably the best work. That's probably the best piece of work that they've done all night. And this is the 55th Super Bowl overall. First one back in 66 when the Packers beat the Chiefs. Done straight there, and it's gone to second. Did the passer there was Travis Kelce. We'll go 2nd and 2. Gives it off. And will be brought down just shy of the 30. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a rookie. The NFL draft will come up in April. Go again. Brought down here. It'll be second. 2nd and 8. The draft is the only thing that's rather rewards failure than rewards goodness. The winning team, which looks like the Bucs, will get the last pick in the draft, whereas the first team will be the team with the worst record, if you didn't know. Guns taken down, and it'll be third. As he picked it up, and to avoid at least 2 tackles there, it'll be 3rd and 7. As he goes, throws, and taking out that Incomplete, and it'll be 4th and 7. Intended receiver there, once again, Travis Kelce. Usually they are on song, but tonight has been wayward. So it'll be a field goal attempt. It'll be a 52-yarder. Not sure that they'll get this. Harrison Butcher will come out. Goes long. And we'll get it. So it's now Bucks 21, Chiefs 9. So another 3 points added. Here, as you look at the Tom Brady as we go to a break. According to the Vegas line, the Chiefs were or are the favourites by 3. I highly doubt we'll see that coming if they can, unless they can actually pull something together. Because the Vegas line is where you bet, if you don't know. I'm sure that Bucs coach Bruce Arians will be very happy with his team at the moment. It's just getting towards 2 a.m. here in good old Blitzy on this Monday morning. In the chat, who is the MVP so far for you? We appreciate it. Well, they would tell has got 6 carries for 53 yards. Doing well. It's just a job of overturning the deficit. And we said that there are 25,000 fans. It's been the lowest attended Super Bowl, but that is not people's fault. That is the fact that we have a virus going with it. Unfortunately. Usually you'd see about 70,000. But of course that is cut by 55,000, then we have to have 25,000, 7,000 of which are frontline workers who do a tremendous job. And our hearts go out to them. Kick off again. As the ball landed there by the Bucs. Which they have lots of reporters on the sideline if you are like a major network like CBS. First and 10 for the Bucs. Brady. Give it off, but it's a case of close, but no cigar on that. Second down. You can see Tyrann Mathieu has got 1 tackle and 2 penalties. He's better watch himself. After all, before half time, he was close to being ejected. That's something you do not want in a game like this. 2nd and 7. Thrown. But it'll come at 2 short, and we'll go for 3rd. It'll be 3rd and 4. You haven't seen the score. It is Bucs 21, Chiefs 9. Aubre's got 17 out of 21, 143 yards. Done very well tonight. Third and 4. Got it. And taken down just short of the 50. 1st and 10. Just showing you on the highlights there how difficult it was to get. And all that way, you almost had to club the Chiefs defender to death. Fournette gets there. It'll be 2nd. A little bit of afters as well. Replay shown on screen there. So we're not happy there. Not sure why. Go for it, 2nd and 5. Brady. Slings. Taken down. And it'll be 1st and 10. A good running game tonight here in the Super Bowl. Just what you need. There's Rob Gronkowski. And all that way. Go again. This time on it to Brown. Touchdown, Bucs. 2 touchdowns for a man who's been a journeyman. Hasn't. But Leonard Fournette gets the touchdown, and that is his 1st. Well, they do run there. It's looking even more like the Bucs will win the Super Bowl, as Ryan Sucop will come out to take the point after. The kick is good. So there you go. Leonard Fournette gets a touchdown, and the Bucs are even further in front now. The score is Bucs 28, Chiefs 9. As we go for a coverage break. And result is 7,000 frontline workers out there in the stadium tonight. We thank them for the patronage, as we do the same in this country. I know that most of you will say God rest Sir Captain Tom Moore. He's very well by our frontline workers in his last days. It's important that they get the vaccines out to us. We can go back to normal. Just wait for the coverage to go back to the game to resume. Yeah, everything's set for the kickoff. 8 minutes remaining here. Excuse me. NFL UK Twitter account asking the Chiefs to consider around if. Well, they'll have to do a lot better than they are right now. It's been a very dull night for their defense. And the offense hasn't been much better either. You usually see a good game from Patrick Mahomes, but not tonight. You see Leonard Fournette after he's just scored perfect touchdown. So Drop will take the kickoff here, and we're back underway. This is on a Bruce Arians, the Bucs coach. Returned, taken down. It'll be 1st and 10 Chiefs as Mahomes comes back out onto the field. See even more invited guests there. Not sure who they're with, but the beers are on tap. First and 10. Mahomes will give it off and take him down. It'll be 2nd. Second and 7. Snap it again. Looks for it. Sacked! And that is what you don't want. Barrett takes him out, and that'll be a sack. Loss of yards. That is something you do not want in football. If you ever get sacked, you're gonna get a backside hand in front of your coach. I know that. He's lost at least 7 yards. It'll be 3rd and 14. He will look. Slings. Intercepted. Oh, this is not a good night for Patrick Mahomes. He gets sacked on one play and he gets intercepted on another. Oh dear. But there's a flag. Holding. Penalty's been declined. And the sack will stand. The interception will stand, sorry. Interception will stand, and it has been an awful night for Patrick Mahomes. Oh dear. You think he'd be typical, but this kid's got something. He was very good at college. Then again, college stars don't always go on to be. I want to be good pros, as a friend of mine once said. Sure, he'll be fuming at himself. And Andy Reid, the coach, will be fuming at him. Terrible. Sure, it wasn't part of the game plan. As the Bucks will come out for another drive, it'll be 1st and 10 for them when we resume. Having a chance to extend the score even more. And talk about botches, then that is the botch, my dear friend. It's just gone 2 in the morning here in good old Blighty. To think about time zones, it does frustrate you. But that's what God intended. Here's something for you. Do you see the Bucks holding out? If you're in the chat. $28-9. 1st and 10. 3 touchdown passes for Brady tonight. He will sling it. Oof, and a bit of afters on that from Leonard Fournette. And Tyrann Mathieu. It'll be another 1st and 10. Of the greatest of the nights. That's Tyrann Mathieu. So it'll be another 1st and 10. So in the gun formation. Fournette will run. Taken down. And it'll be 2nd. Didn't quite get there. He'll look angry at himself. I think you'd understand that. You'd want it over a 10. Second and 4. That'd have been the gun formation. Run. It'll be 3rd. Not quite there. It'll be 3rd and 1. Ronald Jones the 2nd there. Trying, but just quite not. Just quite, well, it's not quite getting there. And so talk it out. Brady will go again. And it'll be 1st and 10. He got it good this time. Wonder what Patrick Mahomes is thinking. Will be angry with himself for being intercepted and sacked in 2 plays straight. They're near the line. Oh, the Bucs go even further in front. Brady will sling it. And he almost had it there. Almost, but it'll be 2nd and 10. Had the choice there, but just missed. In a set formation. 2nd and 10. Brady throws. Caught. And it'll be... but it'll be out of bounds and it'll go 3rd and 10. It was out of bounds on that one. That's one frustrating thing that you can have. You can catch it, but it go out of bounds. Got win the intended receiver. 3rd and 10. It's 2 straight incompletions for the first time tonight for Brady. Yes, he'll go, but he loses yards on that. So it'll be 4th down, and I believe it'll be either a punt or a field. Because you didn't see the throw and it went, and he had to go down himself. So it'll be a field goal here. 52 yards. Kicks, and it's good. So another 3 points. Score now, Bucs 31, Chiefs 9. Ryan Sucop gets the 3 points. The Bucs said it looks like the Super Bowl and the Lombardi Trophy will be staying here. We're staying in Tampa. As we go through the coverage break. It's been a very, very strange Super Bowl, if I can say so. You would have thought that the Chiefs would have given doing the Bucs a game, but there you go. It's not been the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes night. And it looks like the trophy will be staying in Tampa. It'll be only their 2nd Super Bowl ever. One that they won in 2002. Of course, played in San Diego when the Bucs won 48-26. Or should I say 48-21? As they line up, the coverage returns. So Drop will kick this one and we will get back underway. Turn it back and we're underway then. 2:46 to go in the third. Well, they certainly haven't been protecting Patrick Mahomes tonight. It's been an absolutely awful night for them. First and 10 for the Chiefs here. The gun formation. As they'll run. Guns it straight. And it will be a flag on a play here. Not sure what for. That'll be holding. And it's Carlton Davis the third. Yeah, you can see he almost choked him. First and 10 for the Chiefs then. Mahomes. Guns. And it's taken down. So it'll be second. Second and 5. The defensive coordinator for the Bucs there, Todd Bowles. Pretty happy with the way his defense is performing tonight. Mahomes will give it off, but will scramble and it'll be first and 10. Nicely done by Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the rookie. In the gun formation. First and 10 as he goes. We'll throw it, but it's batted. And there'll be another flag on the play. Too many flags tonight. And I believe that is for a false start from Tyreek Hill. There you see the leading receivers. You would have thought they would have done better. It's just not their night. And they're on formation again. Mahomes throws, but it's batted away, and it will go to second and 15. And they're doing formation again. 2nd and 15 here on the play is Mahomes. Throws. Try to get away. Taken down. And it'll be another 1st and 10. Nice sort of run by Tyreek Hill there. 34 yards off of 3 recorded passes. Total on that one. 42 seconds left in the quarter. 1st and 10. In the gun formation. They'll sling it. And taken down. Another 1st and 10. Now they are seeing the error of their ways. Now they're seeing how to do things. Shame it's just a bit too late. 6 seconds to go. Mahomes will look for the throw. And it'll be 2nd and 10 as the quarter ends. At the end of the 3rd, it is the Bucs 31, Chiefs 9. Looks like it's another Super Bowl and another championship for Tom Brady. Master beats the student as we have just gone past 20 past 2 here, Blighty. Fun fact, is that Ryan Sucop wants a Tennessee Titan. If he can kick like that, then why did I let him go? This is a coverage break. As the talk to the Around the NFL podcast, guys. If you're watching on Sky, as I am doing, or let my feed from. A good hard time stack of a mini roll. It's keeping me energized. That's what you need when you do these. You need fitness energy. It's what a lot. It's what I don't believe the Chiefs have tonight, considering the score. You ever do go to a Super Bowl? Believe me, it is one of the best experiences you'll ever have. Or even an NFL game, which I have been to. I went to one in 2014 in London. It was Jaguars versus the Cowboys. It was one of the best days of my life. Wait for the coverage to start again. And here we go. Underway for the last quarter. What will happen? 2nd and 10. Gone to Kelce, and that will be 1st and 10 Chiefs. as they are near the scoring line. 1st and 10 taken down. It'll be second. Nice for them if they actually scored a touchdown. Second and 9. All we got. Run it, but go long, and no. It'll fall incomplete. Robinson is his intended receiver. Certainly blew that. No completions on 3rd down as Patrick Mahomes tonight. 1 out of 8. Go in there. Had to go back. Has to throw it long. Had he landed it? I don't believe he has. It's 4th and 9. So that'll be another failed drive. It's in the gun formation. Don't call him for something here. The clock has gone down to 0, the play clock. You're wondering what that little clock is. It's the time. She used to call a timeout. Fourth and 9. One more chance, and then I believe he'll turn it over to the Bucs. And he waiting patiently there. Target man. Well, now to go slots, and he'll go. Throws. Oh, it'll be turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10. As it remains, Buccaneers 31, Chiefs 9. As I said, it looks like the master will beat the student, and the trophy will remain in Tampa. Something in which the Chiefs did not want at the start of the night. He tried so many times there, the battery moments, but it's just not been his night tonight. Excuse me. And again. Just wait for the Bucks to come back and it'll be 1st and 10. Just extend the lead even more. It's just on 2:30 here. Good old Blighty. Who's come back, and we are 1st and 10. Brady gives off. Taken down. Too short. Goes second. Second and 6. Robert Jones the second. Ronald Jones second, sorry. He'll give it off. Taken down, and that'll be another 1st and 10. As they'll talk it out here. Set formation. Give it off to Jones. Roll through, and that will be second. And then 2. Speaking of MVPs, who is your MVP tonight? If you're in the chat. Mine would be Gronkowski. In the gun formation, we're 2nd and 2. It's off, and 1st and 10. Four rushes there for Ronald Jones the second. Do you think he'd ever win a Super Bowl? Probably. Talk it out here. In the gun formation. Is it off? Taken down. That'll be second. Second and 6 here. Set formation. Brady throws. You're first and 10. You see a delightful shot of a elderly fan in his wheelchair, if you are on Sky. But this is maybe his last chance. See the Bucs win a Super Bowl. Gives it off. He'll run and take him down. And it'll go second down. In set formation. Brady gives off. And it'll be third. And yet again, they shine on Mahomes, who probably thought it would be an easy night for him, but the student has learned it's never an easy night when you're playing football. 3rd and 1. Set formation. Brady. Guns. It'll be 4th and 1. A few failed drives tonight for the Bucs. Almost took him down as well. And for a bit of an awkward formation here. Pitch long. And the Chiefs will come back up. Over from the coverage break. A reminder of the score. It is Bucs 31, Chiefs 9. Looks like the Super Bowl will be staying in Tampa. Half time it was 21-6. Bucs have had 10 points in this quarter. Chiefs have had 3. So, Hope you have enjoyed the coverage tonight. As we go towards the end of this game. The set formation here for the Chiefs as they go 1st and 10. Throws and it'll go. Kelchi runs. Just over the 40 mark, and it'll be another 1st and 10, but it will go for the hurry up. Another one, Mahomes. No, he's blown that. That'll be 2nd down. Got a long way to go. 2nd and 18. Gun formation. As well go. Throw. And it'll be 3rd and 18. Just not getting any better. There's a flag on the play here. Yes, another one. Yes, that is a call for roughing. Caught in the middle of a 2 or 3-man sandwich there. Literally like a rugby tackle. It's seriously injured him. So it will be 1st and 10. Gets it. It'll be another 1st and 10. Drops the ball back to the female official here. Go for the hurry up in the gun. And incomplete. So it'll be 2nd. %, of plays there. That's half of why they probably failed. It's half of why they're losing. Set formation. 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs. Looks for it. He'll run. And it'll be 3rd. 3rd and 1. He'll talk it out. Mahomes will throw. A little bit of afters. And it'll be 1st and 10. If they hurry up. And they're done. Throw. And it'll land. It'll be 2nd. Pulling the flag, that's holding on Mike Remmers. He slammed him down with the way that was. First and 10, throws, they'll be batted away, and it'll go nowhere. It's 2nd and 20. Wow. A long way to go if you want to dare with Patrick Mahomes. Not been his night. See that facial expression, he knows. 2nd and 20. Done, but something off here. The play clock has stopped. Brady looking perplexed as everyone as to what's going on. We stopped. And the coverage break. Five minutes to go in this game. If you've enjoyed the coverage, thank you very much. Who was your MVP for tonight's game? If you're in the chat. And what do you think was the deciding moment? I'd like to know that. Oh, apparently there is a pitch invader, which isn't good. We do like to keep ourselves obviously the security will have to deal with him or her. And he or she will be banned from attending games at the Rage. What a stupid thing to do. On a night like this. As we wait for the to come back, and here we go. Rising post-game show there. Just under 5 minutes left here in this game. Goes taken down, and it'll be 3rd and 20. Or 3rd and 23, sorry, got even more yardage to go now. Getting worse for the Chiefs. Two-man takedown. Go, guns. And it'll be 4th. Got the worst play of the night from the Chiefs. 4th and 10. At least they got it back to the 10-yard. In the formation. Throws. Picked off. And it'll go back to the Bucs. We go for the 1st and 10 as the flag is thrown out there. Or referee Shepard say. I believe it is for the 2-finger salute from the defenseman to Tyreek Hill, which will presume misconduct. Yes, it is unsportsmanlike conduct, so we will remain 1st and 10 for the Bucs, but whoever that defender is on thin ice now. As we go for a coverage break. As we're just getting towards 3 a.m. here in Boise. If you would stay with us through the whole shebang, thank you very much. Remember, we do English football commentary as our main outlets of coverage. Premier League, Championship, EFL, European football. Tonight we thought we'd bring you a special commentary tonight. As we wait for the 1st and 10, nearing the end of the game here in Tampa. Looks like the Super Bowl's going to stay here. Plenty of outbreaks going on. That's why we are waiting for the game to start again. Plenty of outbreaks from the broadcaster CBS, which cost them thousands upon millions of dollars. If you're wondering why we have to break. Oh, second down. We completely missed that play there. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Bucs. Just under 3 minutes to go. Looks like the Bucs will be keeping the Lombardi Trophy in Tampa. Their second Super Bowl. Misery on Patrick Mahomes' face. Gun formation. Reads it out and nasty tackles in there. It'll be 3rd. Third and 5. Obviously thought it was going to be their night, but it isn't. They're the Chiefs. Misery etched on their faces. Third and 5 in the straight formation. Goes to Brady. Throws. And it'll go out of bounds. It'll be 4th and 5. Obviously, Andy Reid thought he was going to get a Super Bowl, but there you go. Luck isn't always on your side. As the punt will come here from Bradley Pinion. The Bucs punter. And he punts long in the sky. Come down and it'll run. And it'll be 1st and 10. Chiefs. Tyreek Hill. The running back slash kick and punt returner. Key thing on special team. You need a returner that's good. 31-9 is the current score. 1st and 10. Gun formation. It's long and intercepted. No, it'll be 2nd and 10. A bit ahead of myself there. So 2nd and 10. On formation. Taken down, and it'll be 3rd. And 2. Run. Taken down, it'll be another 1st and 10. With just under 2 minutes to go. Straight formation. Throws. Batted away, that'll be 2nd and 10. It's like he's injured himself there. Maybe a bit of tweak to a muscle. But they got a flag for holding here. Now they'll set them back again, 1st and 20. Ooh dear. As they have to work on the injured player. Brady and his fellow quarterbacks already celebrating. It'll be 1st and 20 when we resume. They've lost 30 yardage, had the Chiefs. These are silly penalties given away. The icy cold stare of Mr. Mathieu there. Lucky not to be ejected from the game. See the win percentage there of Tom Brady. That is why he's a future Hall of Famer. Second and 4. Comes it straight, and it hit one of the officials there. It was that bad. 3rd and 4. In the gun formation. Run. Go out of bounds. That'll be 4th. 4th and 3, to be exact. In the gun formation. Comes up throw. Taken down. 4th and 3 as they call for the 2-minute warning. Towards the end of this game, if you have enjoyed it, thank you very much. We enjoy doing this as much as you like seeing it. Got the 31 Niners with over a coverage break. Minutes remaining. And it looks like the Lombardi Trophy is staying in Tampa. The Master has beaten Student. Just waiting for it to come back. There's a 2-minute warning. Coverage is back. This is his 7th all-time Super Bowl win for Tom Brady. It's guaranteed now. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. I've done it, but it is taken down. 2nd. 2nd and 6. Just over a minute to go. Throw. And it's intercepted. Intercepted it. It has been a horrible night for the Chiefs. The Bucs will get 1st and 10 and they're already celebrating. You've still got a minute and 33 to go. Oh, yeah. Lads. The joy extra on Brady's face as he sees he can get more points on the board. Bruce Arians will win a Super Bowl. The face of joy. 1st and 10 for the Bucs. And it'll go for 2nd as he takes the knee. I believe the Bucs are just running out the clock now. So 2nd and 11, loss of a yard. .55 seconds to go. Take another knee, and that will go third. Third and 12. Take another knee. They're just cutting time here. And they'll run the clock down. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are Super Bowl champions. Master has beaten the student once again. Bucs are Super Bowl champions for the second time in their history. As the final score, Buccaneers 31, Chiefs 9. What a game. You can see the invited guests there in the box. All the hugs going round. What a great game this has been. See the massive fireworks going off. Celebrations going all around. Bucs have done it.
What a great result that was.
Indeed it was.
I'm very thankful for you for doing this, Brad. A good 3 hours, 48 minutes of live commentary of the NFL Super Bowl 55. Just amazing.
I can do more if you want me to.
I'd love you to do more.
When the season comes around again.
Yeah. For definite.
I can even do the draft if you want me to in April.
Yeah, if we can, we'll speak about that off air. But thank you very much to Brad for his live commentary of the NFL Super Bowl 55. This has been RS Media. Brad Hicks has been with the live commentator.
Thank you very much.
Good night from me. And it's a good night from Brad.
Good night.
We'll see you all very soon. Got anything else to say, Brad?
Oh, I'm fine.
Good night, everyone, and good night.